Hey guys, welcome to the latest edition of the Muir Reflection. John from the John Muir Show here. And it wasn't that long ago that former Vice President Joe Biden was the frontrunner in the Democrats' 2020 presidential primary. Yeah, it seems like that was a long time ago, even though really it wasn't. It was just, a few weeks ago, a month or so ago? But yeah, Joe Biden, he's really fallen off, and I think even a lot of the shot callers in the Democrat Party who from the start wanted Joe Biden to be the party's nominee have realized, maybe this Joe Biden of the 2020 election cycle doesn't have what it takes to be the president of the United States, and it seems that a lot of folks throughout the United States have made that realization. I mean, think about the various things that Joe Biden has said on the 2020 campaign trail. In case you've forgotten, we've got what we believe is all of the most outrageous lines from Joe Biden. Now, maybe there's some missing, and if there are, sorry for it, but I think these are the things that Joe Biden has said on the 2020 campaign trail. He has repeatedly forgotten what state he is in at a given appearance. He keeps confusing Iowa and Ohio, for example. He's done that time and time again. He's forgotten what century it was that he was the vice president of the United States under Barack Obama. Can't even remember what century that took place. He can't remember, Biden, some of the major events that have taken place in U.S. history. Was he there for them or was he not? For example, he can't remember after some of the worst mass terror attacks in the history of the United States. Was he the vice president? Was he meeting with the victims and their families, or was he not? Joe Biden has claimed that he got into a fight and beat up some gang leader named Corn Pop. No one's been able to substantiate that story, just like no one's been able to substantiate his repeated claim that he got arrested when he was over in Africa. Biden has claimed that people should go home at night and turn on the TV, the record player, whatever the hell that rambling thing was that he was doing, something about TVs and record players, and he just started talking really fast and stuttering. I have no idea what he was going for there. We had Joe Biden calling one of his own supporters a lying, dog-faced pony soldier at a campaign event where the Biden supporter had the audacity to ask why it is that he underwhelmed with his performance in the Iowa caucus. Biden recently claimed that his late son, Beau, was the Attorney General of the United States of America, when certainly that was not the case. And now, most recently, Joe Biden told voters in South Carolina, where the next primary is going to be held this coming Saturday, that he is a candidate for the United States Senate, which, of course, he is not. He is a candidate for the presidency. Not a very good candidate, but a candidate for the presidency nonetheless. And we had Joe Biden just claiming, as he's trying to win votes in South Carolina and on Super Tuesday, that he worked on the Paris Climate Accord alongside a Chinese leader who had been out of office for 17 years by the time that Joe Biden first became the vice president of the United States. Actually, the Chinese leader that Biden referenced was dead prior to Biden becoming the vice president, but Biden still claimed that he worked with the guy on the Paris Climate Accord back in, 2015, 2016, whatever that was, years after the guy was dead. I mean, look, you get the hint by now. There have been other ones as well, but you get the hint. This is Joe Biden on the 2020 presidential campaign trail. I mean, it's kind of sad in a way. Clearly, this guy does not have his full mental capacity about him. He's saying things that are clearly not true. He's saying things that are just absolutely off the wall and absurd. And look, for the sake of Joe Biden, I mean, somebody who cares about Biden needs to just go up to the guy and say, hey, Joe, hey, you've had a long career in politics. You got to give it up, man. You just don't have it anymore, and it's really sad to see what's happening to you on the campaign trail. It's just turned into a laughingstock. Just call it quits, Joe, please. I mean, he's going nowhere with this campaign. Clearly, he doesn't have a shot anymore of winning the Democrat Party's presidential nomination. It's time for Joe Biden to just put himself out of his misery, hang this thing up, go retire somewhere, because this presidential campaign has been nothing but a disaster for Joe Biden. That's all the time that we have for today. The John Muir Show, each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m. on WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.